Y'all felt disrespected after I felt disrespected, and I'ma stand on that. And I understand how to defer to a man. I want a man to lead me, but he got to be a fucking man and not think that my energy is automatically aggressive just because I'm loud. We all know some bands out here and some Hans out here. Don't act like y'all don't know none. So if the shoe fits, wear it. If you felt hit dogs holler.
So like here, you remember we had this conversation the other day. And you know what you told me? Viz, I don't know if you was up here, but he told me that's just women expressing themselves. They're not aggressive or angry. That's just women expressing themselves.
Yeah,
and that's what we had to take it.
They want to go toe to toe with you. That was what he said.
I'm ready to knock her up. Ready to
knock her up.
That's just them them expressing themselves. So you can't be mad at this young lady for the way she's talking, because that's just her expressing herself.
No, Hank, that's what I was saying. I apologize. You're right.
I'll tell you right now, the next time Bruiser hurts some chick feelings on here, I ain't saying shit.
Like that lady is
the next time you hurt somebody's feelings.
Z, I don't know you, Z, but if you really think you came in here humble, like you say you love black men or whatever, if you think you came in here humble, fine, fair enough. Your mic was loud. You're in the same room with your sister. I promise you, the way you came in here right now, that was gun blazing. You didn't even introduce yourself. You didn't even say, hi, guys. You know, my name is Z. You know, I'm Cookie's sister. Nice to meet you guys. What's the top? You didn't do that. You just went straight toe to toe with Willie. And Willie was trying to give his perspective and you interrupted the man. And then I came in because you start giving the same talking points women normally give. Now, granted, if you guys want to go out there and date white men, Spanish men, Mexican men, Italian men, we don't care. No different than how black women don't care, so-called black women don't care if a black man date outside their race. We don't care. Guess what? Any man you date, you're going to have to submit to that man. White man included. And they got other women too.
There's a certain group of black men that they don't want to date outside their race. And let's not act like that's not a thing. They don't want the black men they actually want. When they date outside their race, it's a problem. When the ones they don't want date outside their race, it's not. But we have the same thing for black women. There's a certain group of black women that if they date outside their race, I assure you, no one is going to be upset about.
Listen, I don't care if they date outside their race. They can date outside their race. All I'm trying to tell these women is, if they date a white man, Spanish man, Mexican man, it doesn't matter. Any man you date, you have to submit to that man, and he gonna have other women too.
I agree 152% about the submission part of it. What I don't agree with is that he gonna have somebody else. See, that's them same flawed ass statistics. That
they all got every man. Listen, now Z, let me tell you something. Every man got other women.
I don't owe you nothing, and I was met with disrespect. I came in, this motherfucker was directly addressing my sister. So let's get that understood. That's why I had anything to say in the first place. He was talking about, 0.02% of this and 0.02% of that. Like he was trying to slide a goddamn sneak this in. And yeah, I addressed that shit respectfully because he said that his tone was not disrespectful, and I wagered him that it was. And that's where it started at, because I started giving him stats on the breakdown of verbal and nonverbal cues and communication in itself, and how only 7% is the words that you say, and the rest is your tone, voice inflection, body language, facial expressions, all of those things. So that's where things went left. And that's where y'all feel disrespected, because I was correcting the on how he was addressing me at first and my sister. And understanding that there was a little bit of a back and forth. So with that being said, y'all felt disrespected after I felt disrespected, and I'm gonna stand on that. And I understand how to defer to a man. I want a man to lead me, but he got to be a fucking man and not think that my energy is automatically aggressive just because I'm loud. Listen to what the I'm saying. I came in, hey y'all, how y'all doing? That was a little low. Yeah, I said it, but it was joking, and I thought it was very lighthearted and funny voiced, but I guess not. You know what I'm saying? But in the end, it doesn't matter because the conversation got deep when I corrected him on his communication and told him it sounded disrespectful when he didn't think he was being disrespectful. So now I'm being disrespectful.
Well, Z,
So
you
I
can't
get
correct
that.
him
You
on
know,
that.
rolls downhill. But at the end of the day, because of
There you
how
go,
I
bro.
interact with you, there's nothing any of you can say to me to make me think or feel like the way that I interact with men on a regular basis is something that's negative to my life and is a reason for anything in my life. Because at the end of the day, I control my life. Manifestation is physical. I'm a skillful person. I take great care of myself and I take great care of my people. So whoever interacts with me on a personal level know how 100 and real I am. Go see the page, understand who know me and respect me, and then let's talk.
Z, question.
The question is that JR is presenting to us is, are black men scared of the media that holds them accountable? That's the question on the floor. Are black men scared of the media that holds them accountable?
I think so. I think black men are scared of the media when it holds them accountable because it highlights something with something. It highlights when they fail somewhere and then puts it in front of a lot of people that they want to respect them as peers. So I think a lot of guys don't like to be held accountable by media. For example, when Shannon Sharp came out that Shannon Sharp was messed with that young white girl, he didn't like that. Like he was definitely not happy about it because of how it made him look. So I think that anybody, what black men specifically, we have so much pressure on us to perform and to be a certain way that when media or these outlets highlight us, our behaviors that is less than, I think that of course they're going to be scared of that because a lot of people don't like to be held accountable anyway. But it's not just like a black women thing. Black men don't like to be held accountable either, especially when they're going to be put on Front Street.
I would say yes. Also, but I think to the last brother's point, I think no one likes accountability. So I think even as a black man, if the media says something that triggers them, they're going to respond in how they respond. But I would say this: the difference between a man's criticism and his response to that is a little bit different than the women. See, as a man, we can take accountability. Like just a second ago, Hank made a point last week, and I agree with him. And then deep down, I still think that I still do like the strength of a black woman. But Hank made a good point, and I was able to concede today. I said, Hank, you were right. I was wrong, and I'm able to make amends. Women, you can show them the evidence. You can replay the video. You can show them that this is how they acted, and they're not gonna take it, brother. I promise you. You see what I'm saying? I can say when I'm wrong and whatever.
Straight like that. That your opening statement sound crazy as hell, saying that men don't like to take accountability. That's a part of what manhood is.
No, you misheard me, brother. I said they do. You misheard. Yeah.
No, you said don't.
Maybe you misspoke.
Yeah, I probably misspoke. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. Yeah. They men love to take accountability. I was basically to the question. It was saying the content. Does men like it, or do they take accountability to the content? I'm saying it's true based on the statement that most black men don't like taking accountability when they're being held. But to the last brother's point, I don't think anybody takes criticism well.
Hey, wait, start from the top because I don't know what the fuck you just said, bro.
All right. So the question is, do black men like content that hold them accountable, right?
Right. Are black men scared of the media that holds them accountable?
Right. And I said yes to that.
Okay.
Right. Because my statement is what the last brother said. No one likes to be shown their own mirror. So everyone's going to feel insecure when a mirror is being held. My next statement is that men take correction better than women. Because if I'm wrong, I can come back tomorrow and say, Hank, I was wrong. You were right. See? Where a woman, you can show her all her flaws and where she made a mistake. And she will never say, I was wrong. I mean, it's rare, bro. that a woman will say, you know what? I was wrong. You got me. They'll find every excuse to not say I was wrong. I mean, I can ask every woman on the panel when was the last time they said sorry about something they did wrong.
No, let's not do that.
All right, it's on you, Viz.
I did about 2 days ago. I said I'm sorry.
It's on.
So
yeah, don't worry about it. We ain't
I said I'm sorry to
question.
my principal on Friday because
You
I
women
thought
don't have
that
to
my
answer that
stuff was
question.
due later and after the end of school, and it was due that day. So I apologized to that man. I said I
and Z
apologize.
just apologized to the whole panel.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did.
No, she did not. No, she did not. She did not apologize. No, she did not.
It wasn't the
I heard
whole
exactly
panel.
what she
It
said.
was those that didn't come for me.
It's on Viz. It's on Viz. We're not about to backtrack. It's on
mistaken. Mistaken. You know, an apology. An apology
Now, I
is calling
appreciate you,
out
boo.
that person.
Don't let
and
these
saying,
Negroes put us against each other.
No,
you know. Wait. No, let me finish. Let me finish.
She said, "I don't correct grown ass women."
Let me finish. So mistaken. You know, as an emotionally intelligent woman, that a true apology is saying, "Hey, mistaken. I apologize for calling you out your name." That's an apology, correct?
Yes, but she didn't apologize for that. That's not what she apologized for.
What did she apologize
continue to
for?
say what she apologized for.
She said she intentionally did that to meet what she felt was the way she was being treated with, when she came up with the same energy. What she did apologize for is she said, I apologize to those who I offended because I wasn't trying to be aggressive or what have you. She
didn't say that.
She literally said that.
No, she didn't.
Run a tape back, JR.
Oh my God.
And I'm only saying it because I
we
listened very
closely. We can move on because
we can move on.
I'm the only one that heard
don't worry about
mistaken.
You heard the word sorry.
You just ignored my statement though. That she did say that, but an actual apology is saying, "Hey, mistaken, Jay, I apologize. I may have overreacted. I may have did whatever. My apologies." That's an apology, right?
This, okay, because let me just say this, because I did a general blanket statement because I didn't catch the names of who wasn't speaking. I didn't know who to address one-on-one. So for that, I do apologize again. But at the same time, I never called any of y'all. Well, I did. I have since then. But before y'all called for an apology for me calling somebody out their name, I had not done that. Okay. I was talking about ass niggas in general because I've dealt with some. Y'all asked me a question and I answered that question talking about those individuals. We all know some bands out here and some Hans out here. Don't act like y'all don't know none. So if the shoe fits, wear it. If you felt hit dogs holler. And a partridge in a pear tree, my friends.
Cool. Z, what did you apologize for? I'm sorry. Maybe I just didn't hear it. Z, what did you apologize for?
While we going here, can we move on? Can we please move on?
Yeah, let's
move on, man. And answer the question.
Okay, let me say what I was saying to Viz. That's it, and I'm done. Viz, only thing I was saying specifically to what you said, I agree with the way apologies should be, but you're going to apologize for the thing that you are sorry for. She specifically said she was not sorry for that. I'm only speaking to the part that she apologized for. That's it. That's it. Nothing else.
Perfect. Thank you, Mistaken.